Good morning. I hope you had a good weekend. I had a kind of crazy one. Chris has been a little under the weather, and we'll call the doctor here in a little bit. He seems a little better, but you know how he does me. Anyway, but we overall it was good, and not it was not a bad weekend, right? Anyway, but I hope you had a great weekend. I hope you got some of the rain that came through last night. If you're around here in Oklahoma, I know some of you are not in Oklahoma at all, but here I thought it's not going to rain, it's not going to rain, it's not going to rain, and then it was like it rained like a downpour, like wiped out my flowers. so, so we got rain. We got rain, right? So it was kind of stormy, and I hear it's going to be a little rainy again today. But I saw some great rainbows yesterday. You can look at my pictures on my profile of the. It was like a rainbow show because it was like the whole sky was a rainbow when I first went out. I couldn't get in the right position to take the picture, but I'd never seen anything quite like that. So it was really, I don't know, maybe I was just closer to a rainbow than I'd ever been. I don't know. But anyway, it was really that was really nice yesterday. So and then this morning it was still nice and cool. So anyway, but I hope you had a good weekend. I hope everybody's gathered now. Thursday night is our final Bible study here live on Facebook, and or you can join us in Zoom if you want to be in the conversation, like physically speaking, but you can interact on Facebook by with comments and questions and scriptures and things like that too. So it's interactive. So join us Thursday night. We'll be finishing out with Third John, and then we'll be done. Then I'm going to redo that whole book and republish it. I guess you'd call it a second edition. I don't think it's not that big a deal, but but it's sort of a second edition. So I may leave them. I don't know how I'll do it, but anyway. So I hope you can join us for that, and then you can go to YouTube YouTube channel. Just search for my name and. You can go to the YouTube channel, my YouTube channel, and you can actually see all of these devotionals. If you missed any, and they're not really organized. I mean, they're just uploaded by date and title, and then but all the First John Bible studies are all together. All the James Bible study sessions are all together. So, and then we'll just see what God says after this, if we'll do another one or not. If He doesn't say, I ain't doing one because I'm not into doing anything that He'll want me to do. So we'll just see after this, right? Definitely take a couple of weeks off. Anyway, so this morning, as you can tell, my mind has been all over the place. I've been thinking about a lot of different things. And I landed myself in a familiar scripture in Proverbs 3 5 and 6. It says, Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Don't leave any room. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Don't lean on your own understanding. In all of your ways, all your deeds, that's more than just your deeds, it's your character. It's why you do the do's. It's why you do the deeds, right? All your ways acknowledge Him, and He will direct your paths. And that's interesting that paths is plural. And I've never noticed that before. Anyway, so maybe he's talking to more than one person, so that would be more than one path. But anyway, whatever path we're walking on in this life, whatever kind of things, because we all have a lot of different things we're dealing with, right? Uh, there's marital relationships, there's sibling relationships, there's the elders of the family relationship, there's children relationships, there's colleague relationships, there's friend relationships with friends, uh, Christian relationships, industry relationships. You just can't get away from relationships, right? But there's one relationship that you want to major on, and that is the one with God. Now, but in all these relationships, we have so many different things we deal with every day, right? So many different decisions we have to make. And it can be difficult to just keep coming back and letting God's peace reign, right? Because no matter what we face in a day, His peace doesn't say, "Oh, I'm out of here. I'm not doing that one." He doesn't pack it up and go, "No, I'm not going to do that with you. I don't know what you're going to do." No, His peace doesn't go off uh, when we go off. It doesn't in all of these relationships we have and all of the decisions we make. Maybe there's always decisions with our jobs, with work. If you're retired, there's still decisions with, do I clean the kitchen first or the living room? Right? What do I want to do today? How can I be productive today? What can I do to help somebody else today? There's always decisions. You do not, even deciding to not make a decision is making a decision. So within all of our decisions that we make throughout the day, we just want to go back to protecting that peace. Now, here I want to show you a picture here of my 30-mile badge. I got it this morning. I walked 30 miles this month already. issues. But every time I got up and got closer to that goal, I was like, I need to get myself out of the bed and get on the treadmill. I need to get these steps in. I've increased my steps. I'm working on my own health issues, and I'm trying to do it all natural, with eating, with exercise. And so I've made myself. But every morning I had to make that same decision, right? I had to either say, I'm not going to, I'm not going to walk today. I'm not going to make my step goal, or I'm going to make it no matter what because it's important to my health and to my mental health and to my day and to everything. And besides, that's when I pray, so that's a good thing too. So for 30 minutes, I'm pretty well just lost in prayer, meditating on scriptures and stuff. And so anyway, but I had to make that choice every day. It's the same way with letting His peace reign. When you wake up every morning, you're gonna face situations all day long. You're gonna face decisions all day long. I don't care if you're retired and sitting in your recliner all day, you're gonna have decisions all day, even if it's, do I stay in this recliner or do I move for a minute? Move, you need to move. But so you're faced with decisions all the time. But one of the decisions you got to make all the time is, do I want to follow this peace that He put in my heart? Do I want to let this peace reign? And so every decision you make throughout the day should be, you may have to make a decision over and over. This looks bad, but I'm going to let His peace reign. This looks really difficult, but I'm going to go back to His word. I'm going to let His peace reign, but I'm going to go back and say, He will direct my paths. I'm going to trust Him to direct all of my paths, whether that's a relationship, whether it's work, whether it's finances, whether it's fun time, whether it's ministry, no matter what it is, whether it's taking care of someone else, a loved one. I deal with lots of caregivers every day because I am one. Many of us are, right? And so, no matter what those decisions are, one decision at a time will get you to your goals, right? To get this is my second badge actually that I've gotten this month. But to get this badge, it took a series of good decisions. It took a series. On those days I didn't want to get up, I literally would say, you know what, I will walk twice tomorrow. I'm not doing it. Or I'll add a third of a mile the next 3 days to make up this mile for today. But it took a decision over and over and over. I didn't just make one decision and say, I'm going to get this goal. So it's not one decision, I'm going to let God's peace reign in my heart. It's a decision every day, every circumstance, every question, every time you move, every path you go on, no matter what path you're on. It's a decision. Again, I'm going to pursue Him. I'm gonna pursue His word. I'm gonna let His peace reign. I'm gonna ask Him to direct my paths. I'm going to trust God. And that you make the one big decision, I'm going to trust God. And then you have all these opportunities to prove it and to decide it over and over and over, right? So the big decision is, I'm going to trust God. I'm going to follow God. I'm going to let His peace reign. But then acting that out until you get to your mile goal, so to speak, it takes a whole series of a whole lot of little decisions all day, every day. And when you start to do something and you feel that prick right here, it's like, I'm not going to do that. I don't have to know why. I just know God's protecting me. It says His peace will protect my heart and my mind, right? So I want to keep my mind on Him, according to Isaiah 26:3 is one of our favorites too. We use that one a lot. My mama lived by that one. You'll keep him in perfect peace, not just peace. He will keep him in perfect peace whose mind is stayed on you because he trusts in you. Trust in God. So trusting in God is a series of decisions. Every time something comes up, I don't know what to do with this situation. Trust God for the answer. Ask Him, what do I do? What's the wise choice? Help direct my paths. Help direct my ways. Help direct what I need to do, my direction here, God. And when you lean into Him, the direction will just come. You'll just know, or you'll get a clear answer. So it's a series of decisions, one step at a time, to let His peace reign. He gives you His peace. It's not going to go away. It's not going to expire. It's not going to run out. You're not going to use it up. It's there. You have His peace, but it's a decision after decision after decision to let that peace reside in you and reign in you, not just reside there. You could lay peace over to the side and go, okay, I got peace. That's a good thing. And just keep going and doing whatever you want. But you're not letting that peace reign. So you're not getting the full benefit of that peace being in your heart. So I encourage you just one step at a time. If you wake up, you find yourself in a situation and you feel like you have no peace all of a sudden, right? There's no condemnation. Just get back to where you can trust his peace again. Those situations are going to come. I'm sure Daniel was a little bit scared when they threw him in the lion's den. He didn't know what was going to happen, right? That didn't mean he didn't have God's peace ruling in his heart. It was a scary situation. The three Hebrew children were thrown in the fire. It was a scary situation. Paul and Silas were in the jail, but you know what? They had been beaten and put in jail, and they had a choice. And what did they choose to do? They chose to sing praises at midnight and wake everybody up in the prison, right? They began to sing praises, and what happened? God met them there. His peace met them there and got them out of the jail. The doors swung open. Of course, they didn't leave immediately because they didn't want. But then there was Peter. He was in the jail too, and the angel came and got him out. Literally took him to the outside of the prison. Remember that story in Acts? Oh my, that's a good one. So each of these, they had situations too, but in each situation, their choice was, I'm going to follow God. I'm going to let His peace reign. I'm going to see what He says on this matter. I'm going to trust Him. So if you got to make that decision over and over and over every single day, it is well worth the work, right? Let His peace reign today. Keep choosing peace. Peace out. And I'll see you tomorrow.